Back to the classroom. So in this video we are going to review the trades that I was looking at, like these setups for the week. We're just going to do a week in review. We're just going to do the USD pairs. This week was a very volatile week. It's the week of the NFP and a bunch of news. It's the first week in May, and today's the first Friday in May. Lots and lots of news, unpredictable. However, based on us marking up our charts on the daily time frame, we're not as affected when it comes to the zones. We could be affected about when you actually enter on that time frame, but this is giving us our overall outlook for the week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy watching along as I show you I took screenshots. I've been holding these things for a week, guys, so that, well, not a full week, but as you can see, April 28th is when I took these screenshots. And I wanted to just see how it ended up at the end of the week, because I plan on actually sharing my markups in the market insights section or collection in a Patreon membership. So let's get started. Let's see how it works. I hope you guys can hear me over the music. I apologize if it's too loud. I just like to work with with a vibe, you know what I mean? So this was AUD USD. As you can see, that I felt like price was going to continue to go long inside of this bearish fair value gap, and that it was going to sweep liquidity, and then the next direction I felt like it was going to move into was inside of this bullish fair value gap. And oftentimes price likes to pull back. If it's going to continue down, I feel like it's going to make this move, or else it can continue up. Like, it can go either way, but these are the two moves I definitely had anticipated for the week. So now let's actually go to the chart. Let's go find AUD USD. As you can see, I still have my markups up there. As you can see, and you can see that this was that Monday. If I can hide the drawings real quick. So this was Monday right here, and like I said, I anticipated price coming down, or going up, I'm sorry, and then coming down and going back up, or at least these two zones being hit. Up, I'm sorry, up, down, up. Let me just do this. Up, down, and up. And as you can see, it did that. It went up. Here's an area right here. As you can see, if I hover over it, entry 13%, right, based on the strategy. And then you can see it came down inside of here. This was actually the second entry. The second day was even better. Entry 30% times the risk. Then it comes down the side of this zone that I said it would come down to. I can see it goes up, down, up. So down to this zone here, and then coming out of this zone, I have 21%, but actually had I traded all the way back up to here, then it, as you can see, holding the trade, it can have much more, much more. So this was good. I can see that price is now reacting to this order block here. It did sweep the high as of right now. Depends on if the rest of the day, if it keeps pushing down, then I would continue to be bearish, because we did not break this trend line. We poked it but didn't close above the trend line or this swing high. So for next week, we're just going to watch. We're going to see today, we're going to watch this zone right here. I think this is a sweep, but we won't know really until this day finishes, to, you know, and what it leaves behind. I see a fair value gap here, so expect price to maybe come down here. Could bounce back up, sweep again and drop, or it could just be drawn down and just take out this low. All right, so that was AUD USD. You can see that the price really did go into this zone, found an entry here, came into this zone. Actually, two entry on this day and this day. This day was a better day, obviously, and then this turnaround right here inside of this zone. It happened just as we expected. So now let's look at the next one. So the next prediction was for EUR USD, again, April 28th. Again, today's May the 3rd. So this was Friday's candle, and I saw that it was already selling. It did not quite hit this bearish fair value gap. So this was the closest zone, but it did break structure. It had already pulled back inside of this fair value gap. So most likely it was going to go up first and then maybe down. But it could go down and up. So my point is, I'm looking inside of here and here. That's really the point I'm making. Okay, really the direction it goes in first is not as important as just the points of interest. So a bullish order block, a bearish fair value gap, and I didn't really, I should have made a line here to let you guys know we were already at a we retested this swing level already with the first candle. So now let's go look at EUR USD's prediction. So as you can see, a lot of marking up here. I said the price would probably come down. It chopped around a little bit, but it did eventually get down inside of here, this point of interest, and from here it pushed up, as you can see. So this is the area, the entry area for here, and then it's inside of the fair value gap today, Friday, and it's having a major reaction. It's having a really big push down, right? It's pushing down. It's also reacting to this trend line. So it depends on how this candle closes, but it looks like it's 50% like a push down. Will depend on what we do next week. But as you can see, if you had marked this zone up, paid attention to this zone and this zone here, you could have potentially found your entries, like right here and right here. All right, let's go to the next one, which will be GBP USD. So as you can see here, another one. Is this the same one I just did? No, it just looks very similar. This one, if you notice, if you look at EUR USD, we can see that this is bearish candle is engulfing this bullish candle, which is another sign, like I said, that it's actually reacting and selling. If you go to this one, you'll notice that this one is not engulfing. It's actually having more like a bullish reaction here. It came down and the bulls pushed it back up. So this one I thought would do possibly the same thing. However, this one you'll see didn't quite do that. We are inside of a bearish order block here, fair value gap, but you never know which way it's going to go. So I think this one, if I look back at the chart, I think it went up first or chopped around first. I can't remember exactly, but I was just looking at this area and this area. All right, so let's go back and look at GBP USD. So, oh, where are my areas? What happened? Did I switch it up? Well, you guys get to see me mark it up again. So this was this week. I think I accidentally deleted it. Deleted my I have several brokers on here, but I'm just going to keep it simple, so I won't have to search for it. And you guys can see bearish fair value gap here, bullish fair value gap here. And what I didn't put up there is what I had mentioned, that this is an order block. So this right here is a bearish order block. Okay, I didn't put that up there because I just wanted to keep it extra clean. I have too many things up there, but this is an order block. This is an order block here. This is buy side liquidity. I think I put that up there on the image of the picture. You guys all have access to the pictures as well, so you can, you know, go back and verify. We can see that this level is taken out. So this is the breaker structure. Didn't notice that. This is a breaker structure to the upside, right? So it may pull back or it may just continue up because it's already retested this. And this candle obviously was not. So here's the actual color of the candle. This right here tells me that if I saw the color, I would see that this is a green candle, even though it's selling like a red candle. But like I said, based on the candle, shape of the candle, I feel like the bulls was already, you know, pushing up, right? And this is the breaker structure right here. So this was the breaker structure to the downside, right? All right, so now we're going to play it out. So price came inside of this order block. It's withdrawn to this up here, and it had a little reaction. So this day, Tuesday, actually could have been a selling day. I don't know. I didn't find this week. Oh, I had a little something here. 2.5%. Oh, a little trade. This week was, like I said, a little different, a little choppy. This was very busy week, so it didn't pan out like I thought it would. But as you can see, price did finally Friday. It got inside of the bearish fair value gap, and this is a trade to the downside. And if I go to the 5-minute, I love, love, love to see price get to the oops, that's not what I'm trying to do. I love to see price get to the 50% of the fair value gaps. Like, I just love that. Like, when it does that, I'm so happy. I really am. So this is the zone we're looking at here today. Oh yeah, like I said, today was a news day. So 8:40 is when it started bearish engulfing, and it started coming back down. And then you had a 10 a.m. candle here, and it just started going sideways. So again, not really the best opportunity because of the news, you know, honestly. And it never came down into our fair value gap. So we didn't get an opportunity on GBP USD. I remember looking at, I mean, there was a little one, but I remember looking at that, and I'm like, not inside my zones like I wanted to be yet. So no trade with regard to this one trade a week. Now there are little trades, but I'm talking about the big ones, right? So now let's look at NZD USD. So NZD USD, as we see, the only thing I saw was there's nothing down here besides an order block, which I did not mark up, but I saw this right here, daily order block here, and then there's a fair value gap above it, and that price is right here retesting this sweep right here, this low, this break. So let's go to NZD USD. Don't remember getting, let's see, go to the daily. Everything load up. You see I had these marked up, so I was looking at some. All right, let's back this one up as well. This must have deleted. I think I've deleted some of these and not even paying attention. I should have cut my screenshot first. Cleaning up my chart so I could keep, because it was very busy. So this is what we were looking at. Like I said, this is the breaker structure that I didn't mark, but I could tell. I mean, this is where price had broke down. Right, breaker structure to the bottom, which leaves behind the order block. Right. So this was the bearish order block I was talking about, and there is a fair value gap sitting right above it, right here. So this was clearly I could see this as the bear side of FEG, also trending down, right? I saw that price was definitely trending down. All right, so saw that as well. And it makes sense. I mean, they all kind of following each other. Some are stronger, moving faster than others, but breaker structure, order block, it is reacting already. So I like to see price go a little deeper. So hopefully it's like getting in deeper. And like I said, I didn't mark it up, but I was aware of this area right here. This is a bullish order block, right? So this is just something to take note of. And then we're gonna let this play out. So as your zones to mark up, here's the move. Sorry guys, that's my watch ringing. Forgot to turn my watch off, or to stop the calls, at least alerts. So right in here, zone, this would probably been a better day right here on Tuesday from the order block, and then price comes inside of this on Wednesday and get the opportunity to go long again. Right, and now Friday, it's actually reacting to this order block right here. And this whole thing is an order block, but I'm just talking about the extreme candle right now, okay? This whole thing is an order block, but I just break it up so it won't be like all over my whole chart when I go down to a lower time frame. It's not like colored for me. I need the colors though. It helps me to stay on the right side. But yeah, so we did break out of the trend. Notice though, we did break out of the trend line, but we did not break this swing high right here. So that's important. But we did break this, and we left behind this fair value gap. So price could come down to this FEG and bounce up. That's what we'll be looking for, or looking at over the weekend for next week. Okay, almost done here. A few more. Let's go to USD CAD. I remember being inside of this one as well. I probably cleaned this up as well, I remember. But I saw price potentially coming down, being drawn to this fair value gap, since it was right here at it, maybe a little deeper, it did react to it already, though. It did have a little reaction, so it could just go straight up to take out this buy side liquidity. And I didn't see anything other than the order like this. There's an order block out here, but there's an order block right where there's an extreme, you know, candle here that price could come to and react to, but really didn't have a lot. Like, I see that it's definitely in an uptrend, and I'm thinking it's going to follow the trend, right? So this is USD CAD. So this was my markup, as you can see. This was the bullish candle that we were looking at. It did come down one more time on Monday, made an equal low, so it did have a reaction, and that's the first one. I said the first one would be a reaction here, then it would go up, and it did that. So it reacted here, and if I show you, this is what I mean, then it went up. That's what I mean by a reaction and go up, even though this looks like this. So it reacted here, and then it went up here. And like I said, I didn't really have anything. I was mentioning this extreme candle right here, and price did react to that and fell right back down. So actually, if I had marked that up, this would have been an area to look at. Just kind of got lazy, I guess. It just wasn't as clear. But these are the zones to look at, and look at it. It reacted to this zone twice, even today. So this would have been an opportunity today with this reaction. Probably a pretty decent opportunity today as well. Let me see if I can go down to a lower time frame. Don't know for sure. Just never know with these things. I'm doing this so I can make the zones like a little tighter. Let's go to the 15-minute. I like to see the time. So 8:30 is when it hit this zone right here. And there was 8:30 news, and then there was news again at 10. So you can see there was a reaction coming out of here. One that's hard to, you know, it's hard to catch. This is a news day. But if you did have an order, see, the thing about knowing these zones, even if you want to trade it a set and forget set up, you would just have an order. I like 50% of the zone. I like to have the stop below the zone. And then if you do want to do the zone thing, you definitely take profit at the top of the zone. That's an easy trade. But I like to look for profit, taking profit, like having the buy side and sell side liquidity areas marked up ahead of time, so I can have an idea, right? So this will be the target from the first time we traded this zone, right? Buying from here, taking profit here, right? And then there's this order block sitting here, right? So the next level of liquidity will be come down here to swipe this low, right? So this is why there's such big trades, and these are equal lows here, right? So this is sell side liquidity. So I'll come back to this example. This will be a good example. I'll come back to this, and we'll look into like how we could have caught this trade. This will be very nice, because getting in here, if we can find an entry, and then selling here, and then even finding an entry back here. Again, this is Friday, so this one is a little bit different. Wait, what am I doing? I feel like I'm messing something up. This is Friday, so this one, the target here where we're going back to, is a little bit different. For me, it's more like just taking most of my profits off the table and move my stop to break even. So let's go to the next one, which USD Swiss franc. So USD Swiss franc also very bullish. As you can see, I said price may continue to go up, take out this buy side liquidity, come inside this order block here, bounce back. Oh, I think I found this on a different time frame. Looks like this may be a bullish order block, maybe on the hour, and then maybe bounce back up. So I was just saying that, or it could come all the way down here as well. Obviously, it could come down here into this fair value gap. But these are the zones that I have marked up. So let's go to USD Swiss franc and see what happened. Did it follow our markup? So it did. This was Friday. So Monday, what happened was it pulled back a little bit. Okay, it swept Friday's low, and then it went right up into this zone. So this was the zone. This was that first peak. See, so it came into that zone. That's that peak right there, just like we were looking for. It came 50% of it, and then it fell away, as you guys can see. And I already had sell side liquidity marked up, and it came and it swept sell side liquidity today. So this is where we are today. So it's been falling. It went up here on Tuesday, and fell the rest of the week. So this would have been that's that massive trade for the week. This is another one I think I'll look at with you guys. UJ, I don't think I did UJ. I don't know if I saw anything. I can't remember. I think don't really like UJ, to be honest with you, that much, but I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think I saw anything that gave me a reason or idea, right? Hindsight, yeah, I can see fair value gap sitting here, right? But I didn't have it. I don't think I had it marked up. I don't see it in my up here on my in my tab, so that's what made me think I didn't have it marked up. But as you can see, this is bull. So if I back it up, let's back it up. Looking at it like this, I think that's what it was. Like, I really don't see. I think did I look at that? I thought, yeah, I went out. I went all the way out, and I was like, I don't know. So then I think I might have went to the monthly time frame. I was like, where are we? Couldn't find anything. Like, I was like, man, is this the last? It hasn't been up here since like forever. It's never been up here before. Like, this is the beginning, 2002. It's at all-time highs, and it really broke this high January the 6th, around January, this is the month, right? So yeah, the month of June 2022, came back and retested it February 2023, and then it came out, it just kept going up. So it's at all-time highs. I was like, I don't have anything to compare it to, right? So that's what made me kind of leave it. I remember that. I remember saying, I don't really know what to compare it to. So if it's going to continue on these highs, I was like, well, I got to find somewhere where to pull back to, right? But I didn't really look, because I was like, I'm just going to look at something else. I'm going to tell you that's what I was thinking. But this is an order block here, so it could come back to here. Is a little FEG. No, it filled in at FEG. So yeah, not really leaving this track too much to come back to. So we just have to wait and see. Fair value gap, right? And then here's, so I don't know. I was like, I really don't know. Like, it may come back and retest this level. That's a ambitious drop, you know. This was a but it's possible. Yeah, that's definitely, it's about time. Right, and this is where you can bring out the fib as well. I don't know, like 50% would be right here. So somewhere in here, ideally, is where you will, maybe you want to be a buyer. Order block, it could come even deeper. Here's a fair value gap as well, 75% of the zone. So let's play this out. Right, so you can see that it broke through this order block like it wasn't even sitting there. I mean, maybe Monday, maybe there was a move on Monday, the first time it tapped this order block to go up here, and then it just turned around. All right, it broke this level right here, broke this structure, came back. And so now after Monday, once we see that this break right here happens, this little minor breakdown right here, do it this way so we can see potentially a downtrend. Now that leaves behind Tuesday's bullish block, right? Tuesday gives us that bearish order block right here. And so then we have an opportunity right here to get in. But we have to look at it. That's why you have to look at it every day. You're looking for your weekly trades, and then you're looking daily to see if there's any changes that have taken place. And then you see, like, if you see there's a break of structure, okay, now you got an order block. And on Thursday, it came inside of it and started selling down. And now here we are, Friday. It's inside of this. It actually, nope. It came inside of this bullish fair value gap. It actually came all the way to the bullish order block right here. I thought about putting a mark around. That's why you just mark what you see. Like, don't skip anything. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep the chart clean. It annoys me sometimes when I go down to lower time frame. There's too many things on the chart. But this is the level I didn't know it was going to come back to. But this is the swing high that I was looking at. Break of the high uptrend, and it actually retested it. Right? And then there's a nice push up. Nice reaction to that. and it's below the 50% zone. So 50% I knew potentially was going to come to this area. It could just be pushing up. It could continue to fall. Or it could just be, this is a very choppy zone. Could have did its thing, and it could be going long. Now we don't have any fair value gaps left behind. But if it does go long, we now at least have an area to target. We have some liquidity, right? We have this right here, this high, and we have this. So we do have an area of liquidity. These are really big candles. So I have a feeling that maybe what may happen next week is, it may respond to this become a breaker, and then we just fall. That's one option. It could also go deeper here and then fall, right? Or do that. Like, it could do any of those things. We don't know. We just mark up those zones, pay attention to them, and price get inside of them. We get an alert, and we trade them. All right. So now let's go back to some of these other pairs. These last three. Oh, whichever one didn't mark up, I think. And let's just see where or how we could have found our entry. As a matter of fact, let's start with UJ. All right, so we're going to start with UJ. We're going to go down to a lower time frame, which is going to go straight to the 15-minute. My phone keeps ringing, guys. I apologize for that. Trying to figure out how to, not my phone, I mean, it's my phone is on silent, but my watch is ringing. And so I'm trying to put it on silent. So give me 1 second. I'm not able to pause this video like I would like to. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can make it silent. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. Sorry. Okay. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm using a new video, like a new way to record my screen, and I'm not able to pause it. I don't know how to figure that out. I'm technical, but sometimes I just don't feel like trying to figure out so many things I have to do. Like let me just use it as it is. So yeah, so this right here is the reaction right here. So this is 8:30 news, and this one had an order sitting here, and if you put your stop right below, this one would have knocked you out the trade. But then it starts turning around. If I turn on an indicator that we look for signals and make sure I have several indicators. Oh, like, why is it not showing? Because I hit the indicators. That's why. So this is the first 10 o'clock is the first time we see the bulls actually step in on this time frame. No signal here. I'm looking at my different indicators, see if there's any signals. Nope. Breakout. Nope, because of the time of day, right? I just don't like afternoon. First thing in the morning, yeah. Afternoon on Friday, no. So let's go back to this area. So this must be what I had up here as a zone. I don't know why that's way down here. Wednesday, it wicked above it, and then it came back. So again, big old, I don't like, that's why I like UJ, all these big candles, big old news candle, like you can't really catch that. You see what I'm saying? Very small moves. Let's see, turn my indicator. Oof, I don't mean for all that to be showing. I'm gonna have to turn some of this stuff off, but I do see some signals. So I see some signals there. I'm testing out some things on my indicator, so that's why it's kind of busy. But I just want the signals. This is the where's the other one? Here. So maybe an entry right here at 10:30 or 10:15 to follow up, to flow with this, and also one here at 1:45. That's what I see easily here. And I'm going to go here, but I'm going to turn off everything. Like, I don't need to see every little thing here. No, I don't want to see. Wait, why am I looking at the background? I don't want to see that. Sorry guys, I can't even find my stuff. Nope, don't want to show the background colors. Don't want to see the, like, I don't want to see this stuff. So let me just turn off, because I think when I put it on my chart, it just shows everything, and I don't want to see all this stuff. Go back here. It's right here, so I can not show the EMAs, even though I might put it back up here. I don't want to show that. Should be cleaning it up some. I don't want to show the channel. I don't want to show it. I don't mind filling it, I just don't want to show the channel. I'll show the channel signals. Oh yeah, I want to show the signals. I don't know why I had that up twice. I definitely want to show the channel and its signals. That's fine. I don't mind showing that. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. So now we're looking at the time of day, USD JPY, 10 a.m. Yeah, I wouldn't. Already broke the structure. Like, yeah, the time of the day for me. It's the timing for me. So yeah, I wouldn't have caught that. At least not on the 5 minute. All right, let's go to, I mean, not 5 minutes, that's 15 minutes. At least not on the 15 minute. 5 minute Thursday looks like, well, 5 minute gives us a lot more entries. Look like 5 o'clock. No, this is 9:30. So yeah, we could have caught this move. So yeah, 5 minute gives me more entries, as you guys can see. So we are above this zone, and then we come back inside of it, and our channel turns red at 7:50. But you would have got knocked out. We would have swept this. 8 o'clock comes in. I think there was news. Yeah, it was Wednesday was a news day. Yeah, that's right. So 8:30, stop up here. This one would have been a good. So the 8:30 signal would have caught this 2 p.m. because I noticed the market really started dropping around 2, and that would have been safe. You don't always know. The other ones in between would have gotten knocked out. So they swept the highs, right? But UJ does that. It's so choppy sometimes. So let's go to. Sorry, I cut the music off. Then I was so focused on the watch that I forgot my music. Music keeps me calm. All right, so let's. I keep saying so, right? Wednesday, we're inside of this purple zone. Here's the 50% dash line right here. I'm looking at the time of day. Again, there's news on Wednesday. 7:15, 8 comes back up, and at 2 it comes back inside of this zone right here, and it drops again. After that big drop, we get another opportunity to sell, because we're going to be bearish. Remember, we're not going to ignore all the buy signals, and we're just going to look at the bear signals, right? So 220 bearish. It comes back inside of this order block, fills in this fair value gap right here on the 230. Don't know why 230 so big like that. Swept the highs again. So potentially this could have been a loss because of this sweep here. Another opportunity at 410. Oh, you know what? I'm not even. You're supposed to validate your signals. Yeah. Okay, so this would have been the main signal right here at 2. So this would have been the one. Yeah, this is the signal. The other is a continuation. So your stop would have been up here. And then wherever there's buy side, sell side liquidity, that's where you take your profit. So I don't know, can't see. Yeah, there's a white line down there. So 1 to 9.68. Yep, you just take profits. You don't move your stop because you never know how deep the pullback is going to be. You just take profits, okay, along the way, to enough to cover your stop loss. So let's see, have we gotten there yet? I don't think so. Yep, right here on today, Friday. So Friday hit that's liquidity right there. So it would have been definitely a successful. And a lot of sales in between, because remember, we're bearish until we knock out this liquidity, until like we get a whole different, you know, setup, right, on the higher time frame. So that was one that I said I was going to look at, right? Go back to the daily time frame. Let's hide the indicators because there's so many things going on. All right, there we go. Okay, yeah, so there it is. Here's that day. Yep, and here's the liquidity right here. Yep, there it is. So that's the one I wanted us to test out. I feel like there was another one I wanted to look at. This one, USD CAD. So let me shrink this a little bit. Oops, I keep grabbing the wrong thing. Let me go down to the 1 hour. Let's start here. So the first area I told you guys to look out for, it did not get to the 50% until today, Friday. And look at that big push. 50%. Let's say you had an order sitting here. All right. Order sitting here. Oops. Why is nothing happening? And the highest point it got to was like 3.59. I would look to take profit at this swing high right here. So still could have had just a set and forget trade sitting here. But we can see here on Friday to Sunday. So Sunday night, 12 midnight, which I wouldn't have seen on the hour candle. We can see around that hour candle, 12, is what price came in here and had a reaction, right? And it started bouncing up. So what we're doing is we're just trying to look and see how we can catch our entry all the way up to this first buy side liquidity and to this order block up here, right? So we need the chart to give us some type of entry, you know. So we have this bounce up. This time it's 7 a.m. It pulls back into a here's a fair value gap. It wants to fill it in, right? Also a little break of structure here. Here's an order block. So it gives us an order block on an hour time frame where we could possibly get into this trade, right here. All of this is really the order block. So this is an hour order block, right? So this day, somewhere in here, we could get in, and this is a sweep. So definitely right here. But I mean, I'm not looking at it after that late, to be honest with you. Then we have swing highs broken here at 11 p.m. and then price comes back down and then goes up. So we got to go to a lower time frame and see what we can find. How are we going to get into this trade going to the upside, right? This is the area. This is 12, so around the 12 o'clock hour. Price comes right out of here. Very strong, very big push, right? For those that are midnight people, you got to move, you got to trade, right? All the way up here, and then here's this order block that we created, okay? That I created on the based on the hour time frame. So 7:30. Actually, this is when you turn on your indicator and see if it gives you any signals. So we have two signals here coming out of here. We have this one, 7:55 a.m. and another one at 8:10 a.m. Obviously, it's not going to hold forever because you can see price comes right back down. But if you're taking some profits along the way, it's still a pretty decent trade. It's the first swing level on this time frame, 1 to 3. It still does not close below it. All right, that's the next swing level is here. Pretty nice swing level, 1 to 4.73. And then we can see that again. I think some news, may have been Monday, but you see this fall down, and then we get another opportunity because we're bullish, remember? So we're just looking for bullish signals. We're not caring about what the bears are doing. We want to see this retrace back down, and here's a buy signal right here, 12:55, which is close to 1 o'clock, and there's another one at 1:40. Our first target would be here, and we're gonna hold on to it, just take profits along the way. Let's see, and there we go. We hit it the next day, right? And we're gonna hold on to it, remember? And so there's other little entries you can take here. I like to see it pull back first and then give me an entry. 950, you get another opportunity to come into this on this chart. Look at this, beautiful. And then it does dip down here at 8:20 on Tuesday, and then 8:30, boom, that candle just takes off. But we're already bullish, right? So we're already in the right direction of the trade. See, we got in here, got knocked out, but we did take some profits. Got in again, we have not got knocked out of this trade yet, and we know our target is here, right? Right here is our first target on all these trades here. That's our first target. Any trade like this one, we would have got knocked out. Still, we took some profits. None of these would have worked, right? You got to be looking at the time of day you're taking them as well. And then we can see that price made it all the way up to the order block. So this trade, if we had held it the whole time, 33 times our risk, 33%. So I want to prove to you that it's possible. It's all about your trading plan and your strategy. Definitely possible. You got to be willing to hold the trades, take some profits, and then make it a risk-free trade. Not by moving your stop to break even, but that's taking your profits off. You can move it to break even, but you'll find oftentimes it won't go far. You'll get knocked out more often than not. I say just taking the profits off, that way if it does come back and knock you out of trade, you don't lose anything, right? You actually hopefully have made some money. Okay, and you just close the rest when it hits your target. All right, so that's it for this video. I think it's long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed the market recap, you know, as I went over at least not the entire market, but just what the pairs that I marked up. You can find a link to all of these images inside of the Patreon post, inside the market recap collection. Okay, if you are watching this on YouTube, that's where you'll need to go. There should be a link in the description. I'm trying to link to the post in the description as well, so you can go directly there, so that you can just, you know, see, download, whatever you need to do. All right, guys, thank you guys for your time. I look forward to seeing you in the classroom. The next video I'm going to release is the actual market insights or forecast for next week. All right, talk soon, guys. Bye now.